I actually forgot this thing was low-key kind of fire back in the day, right? I used to love it. I hated Boron, but I love his theme though. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, what's good, folks? Man, it's your boy Chuck Gaming. We are back, man. Plus on Block Podcast episode 65. We are doing good, man. I hope you guys having a good day. I hope you had a good day on this Tuesday. Yeah, man. The fight game community, bro, it's pretty sick. I must admit, it's some things happened today that kind of came out of nowhere, so we definitely gonna talk about that. We had Thunderstruck over the weekend. With some people. Thunderstruck.
It's funny. I was like, I didn't realize that shit was a song. So I'm like, I know I heard that shit before, but I'm like, that shit like a rock song, man. Like,
yeah, man. So it was definitely a good week for the fight game news, and we got some topics, of course, that we like to mix in, man, so we can have a good discussion. We have a lot of good discussion ones going on today. But anyway, before we get into any of that, I can't do this without my man, my Jamaican brother from the East Coast, Dre. What's
up,
good,
man?
folks?
What's going on, man? What's going on, people? Welcome, episode 65. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah, man.
Having fun, loving doing this, man.
Right.
It's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing.
Man. So welcome all once again, man. And let's get to these topics, man.
Yes, sir. So again, we always start off with winners, because like I said, we did have Thunderstruck over the weekend. Tekken was going on, but something was wrong with the internet, and I don't know what happened to the stream. So I it is what it is. But whoever won that, man, big ups to them. But let's get into these winners of Thunderstruck that was held in Mexico City over the weekend, man. They had the Dragon Ball. Fourth Dragon Ball was up for grabs. We had my man, so we had Street Fighter. We had, you can see it right there on the screen. Let's get into it, man. So my man Punk, right? Punk. My man I'm about to say CM Punk. Man,
that nigga trash, bro. Trash, bro.
My man out there getting bodied in the UFC, bro.
This nigga left fake fighting to go fight for real and getting bodied, bro. That shit crazy. They should have just stuck where you was at, man.
Had it good, bro. My man had it good over there.
He thought he had them hands, bro. He ain't had.
They got to keep it a buck, Dre. Like,
bro, he saw everybody doing it, bro.
Man. That's a whole different beast over there, bro. And him and Brock Lesnar is not human.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You are not Brock Lesnar, bro.
That man is not human, bro. You can't just be going that, fam.
You're not Brock Lesnar. You're not freaking Bobby Lashley, bro. You know what I'm saying? But
them dudes is like, they're different.
Come on, bro.
Like, athletic big dudes,
Yeah.
So yeah. But anyway, man. So my man Punk took that over JB. It was good to see him back on the winning side right there. We're definitely getting to Punk in a little bit. My man Hook Gang God wins the fourth Dragon Ball over Super New, man. So we definitely gonna get into the whole Dragon Ball thing in a second. But yeah, big ups to Hook Gang God. Hey, this man came from nothing. That's crazy.
That is so crazy. There, bro.
My man literally came from nothing to like boom, just like that, man. So big ups to my man Hook.
Yeah. He did some sick shit at the end too.
Bro, my man was wilding, bro.
I was like, damn.
He was wilding, bro. He's like,
I don't play the game, so I didn't even know he could do that when he did it. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. So that set was crazy. King of Fighters 4, Kula over Huvo. We got King of Fighters 98. Wow, they're taking it back. Zabra versus over Kula. Smash Brothers 4. We got Rocks over Janalio. And we Guilty Gear XR Rev 2. We got Lord Knight over Yuffie. Or Yiffy, how you want to say it. And Super Smash Brothers Melee. We have Javi over Valdo. But we definitely gonna let's start with Dragon Ball, man. I think we get Dragon Ball out the way first. So my man Hook Gang God. Like, if you guys don't know who this guy is, right? He was literally the number one guy on PlayStation when this game came out. Like, he was just buying everybody with his Vegeta, Piccolo. I forgot who was his first, and Goku Black. He was literally just mopping everybody. But you know how online is. You don't really know how really good you are until you take that shit offline. Started going to NLBC, which my man Art and Spooky, they host that every Wednesday on Team Spooky on Twitch. Man, they do that every Wednesday, man. And he just literally came out of nowhere, bro. He took what he learned online, applied it to offline, and ever since then, man got sponsored. He's like a top 5 player in this game in the world. Not
Yeah.
just in the US. I'm gonna say in the world, man. And he definitely displayed this here in this tournament. This top 8 is no slouch, bro. Like, bro, these Hispanics are savages over there, bro. It was really good to see like Jinx and Gish and Koopa, players you don't really get to see a lot in tournament. Man, these guys are crazy, really good. Like, there's really great players all over the country in this game, man. Then of course you have my man Chris G, the Kill Sage, Apology Man, Super Noon. So Dre, what was your thoughts on this, man? And then just like overall your thoughts on Hook Gang God, and because this top 8 was pretty stacked.
I mean, yeah, was it though? I mean,
no, it was. I mean, like there's like no
uh,
like the
I,
go
s-
week and stuff like that, but these are really like all these players are really good. Like
I
really.
kind of like, cause I skipped through part when I see Chris G getting bodied. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I have to see that one. He got bodied. Um, Polygon Man. I saw the Super Noon Polygon Man joint. I kind of skipped through that, but I just went straight to the final, the end of
Mhm.
it with Hook Man, and yeah, that shit was kind of crazy because it was kind of down to the wire. It came up 2-2. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then Hook was like, "Nah, I'm not. This is not about to reset this shit." You know what I'm saying? So he started going in, bruh. And what's his name? Super Noon. He got that one little opening and tried to do the freaking Kid Buu level 3, and he reflected the shit. I was like, I didn't even know you
Yeah.
could do that shit, bruh.
Yeah, man.
I didn't even know you could reflect a freaking super, bro. I was like, what the
Oh
fuck
yeah,
was
bro.
that?
I mean that literally happened to me like when the game first came out. I didn't know that either.
I
Like the
did not
monk,
know that shit
you
was
can
that.
you can reflect anything in the game,
That's
anything.
crazy. That's the first time I saw that shit, bro. And it's like for him to just be ready for that shit right there, dogs,
Mhm.
and just reflect his like, and he body like he ended it, man. I was like, damn, son. That
Yeah,
was one of the most highlight. I was like, yo, that shit is crazy. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? But overall, it was pretty dope. Like this Thunderdome thing, what happened in Mexico or some shit like that, right?
yeah.
You know what I'm
Mexico,
saying?
yeah.
So it wasn't a lot of people from there, right?
Yeah, it
That
actually,
it
like
was
in the tournament, it was a lot of people from Mexico, bro. Like I
just
was
none
like,
of them in the top
like,
eight.
I'll peep it, and it was just like Mexico versus Mexico, Mexico
Oh,
versus. It
okay.
was a lot of that. So like I'm saying, it was really dope to see, like another country like be
Yeah,
really good in this game because you don't really get to see nothing down there.
yeah. You
You're
don't
just
get to
being honest,
see.
like they don't really have nothing down there like that. So
Yeah,
they do have a scene down there, and it was good to see.
I was thinking about that even watching the Street Fighter one too. I was like, yo, it's kind of dope that they actually Capcom actually decided or
Hmm.
whoever decided to put a tournament there, man. Because you're seeing people that they don't get to travel as much, you know what I'm saying, that are at
Yeah,
all, and you see the skill level in a different country, man. So that was pretty dope
yeah,
to
it
see.
definitely was, man.
Yeah, but it was a pretty good grand finals, man. So definitely
Yeah,
shout out to Hook and God
yeah.
for
Yeah, the
that
grand
W,
finals
man.
actually lit. So that's what I want to get into this, like, Hook. So what I'm noticing is like a lot of these players, they're not going to this thing if they already have a ball. We already know Kaz got one, Goichi, who almost died on the stage, got one, and of course Sonic Fox. I'm always bro, that's like my last image of him. Now I'm sorry, I can
Oh
never get
man.
over that. But so Hook Gang God wins. So there's 3 left, and my thing is I think the next one is the Southern Eastern Asia Major, the Scene Tournament,
Right.
and I think we have people going over there.
The,
Sonic
the,
Fox is already registered to go over there, so he's looking
yeah.
like he's trying to get a
You
second one.
trying to get a
But
second?
yeah, he's trying to get a second Dragon Ball, so it's definitely gonna be hard for these other guys to get one. They literally going
Yeah.
like this is like a perfect opportunity because the top 3 guys like I'm not going to this one. I'm cool. I don't need to go.
All
That's
right.
like what
So
happened?
hold up. So hold up. Because I don't know the rules for this joint for this Dragon Ball thing. Like, what is these ball grant you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is it
So if you get one ball, that means you're entered and automatically entered to the tournament. So it's gonna
right?
be a top 8, right? They're gonna have a last chance qualifier for that last spot. That's gonna be a bloodbath. you know,
Yeah,
I feel bad for anybody that trying to
because
man. That's
we already have
no,
the regular killers up there already, like already qualified. So like,
that's what
goddamn.
I'm saying. So, and we still have 3 left. So
Yeah,
however these tournaments go, it's going to be super tough, especially if like a Goichi or any of these other guys go. They already got a ball
yeah,
playing gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying?
and
It's going to suck because it's not like
that's
how
what.
Marvel did last year with the stones.
Yeah,
Like you already had the stone, you just pass it down to the next guy. Nah,
right,
bro, they trying to collect because they said well, because we already knew nobody was going to win all of them. This just wasn't going to happen.
right. So
But
so I mean, having multiple Dragon Ball doesn't really grant you nothing extra.
it
It's just
does give you an advantage. We don't know what the advantage is, but they said having multiple will give you an advantage, which is good. It gives you an incentive to try to go get more. And there's only 3 left now, man. These things is coveted. But my point is like players like Apology Man, who is really, really good. Super Noon, who has gotten so much better since Evo. You look at the Kill Sage, man. Chris G, like it's gonna be knockout. Like these guys are going to struggle to get one. It's gonna be so hard. I'm just like, I don't know how they're gonna get one if the next return is they're like 3 gatekeepers. In that last chance qualifier, that's probably gonna be their chance, man. But I don't know. I don't see how they're gonna be able to do that. It's so hard. It's so hard, man. One drop here, one. I was seeing people this man. I mean, I seen Supernoon just get like obliterated. Not obliterated, but he lost the Apology Man. One mistake. It was the first match of top 8. One mistake and he lose. Crazy, and it's like these games like Dragon Ball. You really have to be on point, bro. It's so hard to kind of be lax in that game because it's so fast, and when the competition is tight, man, you get tight and shit happens, bro. So I definitely want to see how this plays out going forward, man, in these next 3 tournaments. And of course, the last chance qualifier is probably going to be probably one of the best things we've seen all year, man, because we already know how remember it was Street Fighter 5 last year at Capcom. That last chance qualifier was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
we already know what these type of tournaments do and how they bring out the best in people, or some people just crack, man. It is what it is, but I'm definitely excited. But yeah, big up the Hook and God, man. What a year this man has had. Like it's literally insane that he literally just came from out the shadows. Now he's like one of the pillars in Dragon Ball, man. It's definitely insane. So big shout out to him, man. Big shout out to him. But let's get into this Street Fighter, bro, because it's a lot to get into about Street Fighter. Now this top 8, not the best. It's not like
yeah, definitely not.
you have a lot of killers in here, or it's not. It's not that, man. We're gonna keep it a buck, but Punk looked good. My man, like this was like a Punk tournament, even though he got sent to losers. You know what I'm saying? Like his losers run, it definitely looked like Punk. Trey. What was your thoughts of just seeing Punk? Like he definitely looks like he's back to form now. But let's talk about this tournament. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, man. Like ever since he switched back to Karen, like at least exclusively now, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely improving and getting back up there. And this tournament kind of just proved that, you know. Um, Seeing him just go through the ranks and even fighting some of these Mexican players, man, which are got some beast players over there too. You know what I'm saying? Oh
Mm-hmm.
man, El Tigre with Alora. You know what I'm saying? Akuma, that Akuma player, I forgot his name. You know what I'm
Was it
saying?
A grade?
Yeah, A grade, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's nice too.
Yeah, he's nice. So seeing him like beat them dudes and going straight to the grand finals coming from losers, it's pretty dope. And he came in the finals having freaking my man JB's number, man, because he watched JB like, you know what I'm
Fam,
saying, six
fam,
straight, bro.
6 straight.
That's
That was a
insane, bro.
wash
That
in
was a
that
watch.
clinching game,
I was
fam.
like, God damn, JB, like, and JB, like, that's crazy because JB went straight to the winners, man. You know what I'm saying? with that Rashid, and this man just come and just he just took all of that from him. I was like,
Yeah,
damn,
right. Yeah.
that was kind of crazy. So I mean, definitely shout out to Punk, man. He's definitely on the rise again, and it's good. I'm not a fan of Punk, so but it's cool to see him, like, you know what I'm saying, getting out of the rut that he was in.
My man was in a
Um,
huge rut, man. Yeah, yeah. So I
yeah,
definitely
you know what I'm
agree.
saying. So definitely shout out to him, man. Hopefully he can keep it up, man, because Capcom Cup is coming, and you gonna be need to be on your A1, man. So yeah, definitely a good tournament. Overall though, with them people, that's when I saw. That's like, though, these people are really good over here, man. That's why I'm
That's
like,
what I'm saying. That shit
I
crazy,
wish,
bro. Like these dudes
I
are
wish they
like
could
they're
like
not
travel,
named.
man.
Yeah, they're not like big names, but they wasn't no slouches though. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So it was definitely missing the name, but I do feel like the competition was there. Like them, none
competition
of
was
these dudes
definitely
is
there, man.
none of these
And
dudes is like they're not garbage. But I think for me, watching Punk, like the confidence was back. And you know he definitely looked like he did early last year, when he was just
mm,
watching everybody.
yeah,
That's the Punk I was watching. I'm like, dude, he is extremely focused right now. And Karen just triggers him because his Karen is so good, bro. Like he knows when you're gonna try to take a throw. He's
yeah.
gonna throw you, and he knows the exact time you're gonna try to take
My
a
man was
throw.
shipping like crazy
he
for
was
his whole top
he
eight, bro.
was
It
shimmying
was
everybody,
insane,
bro.
fam.
My
Like,
man was shimmying everybody.
yeah, that
Crazy.
shit was crazy.
I was just like, damn, man, that should have had me so tight. You know what I mean? And like I said, that grand finals, I was sitting there like, JB, you ain't got no shot, bro. I'm sorry. And I thought he'd at least take a game, what I'm saying, or so,
Yeah,
but overall, man, that man has got completely washed.
he got washed, man.
1, 2, 3, reset. 1, 2, 3, goodbye. I was like,
Crazy, bro.
damn.
It's
But like I
crazy,
said,
man.
it was definitely a good thing to see, man. I was very happy because I am a Punk fan. I think his play, I really don't care about because it's a character, of course. Everybody portrays a character. That's how
Punk is not a
it is what
character,
it
man.
is.
That's actually him.
Well, I mean, well, yeah, yeah, you can probably say it. Well, I
That's
don't
actually
think so.
him.
I think he's a pretty chill guy in real life or whatever. But I feel like that's kind of he acts like it because that's what gets him going. Like everybody has like a starter.
Yeah,
Some people are just chill. Some people need to ramp themselves up. I think that's who he is. I don't mind that. I mean, if you producing, it don't really matter. It's just when you're not producing, you can't really act like that because then
yeah.
people are talking about, oh, what are you doing, bro? What I'm saying? So it's just
Talking
this
all
kind
that
of
shit and get
yeah,
smacked
that's
up,
what I was saying.
like,
So
yeah.
definitely, it's kind of what it is, and but I don't knock Punk for that. Stay true to who you are, man, and it's just really good to see him back on point, man.
It's
But
funny. It's
damn,
funny when he was fighting that eighth grade and people was chanting. They sound like they were chanting Tokido. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Because they thought he was having flashbacks. You know what I'm saying? Because that
that's
eighth grade
fucking
dude like really was giving him a run, but actually they were chanting the dude's name, which sounds
yeah,
close to or whatever. I'm
yeah.
saying.
No, it was cool, y'all. But I think him. He's pretty. I'm pretty sure he's had a lot of Akuma training, bro. Since
Yeah.
then. So I'm pretty sure he's more ready for the matchup now.
What if he comes to Capcom Cup and cries again, bro? Like, what are you gonna?
Hey, bro. I mean, shit. I mean, Capcom Cup is gonna be tough, bro. I don't even know how motherfuckers gonna be,
If
bro.
he comes out to the grand finals and loses, bro, like he gonna cry in the car, definitely, bro.
What shit, bro? I will fucking cry, bro. That's
You know what I'm saying,
Capcom Cup. That's different than Evo, bro. I'm sorry. That shit is that's a year long worth of work for
bro?
nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's completely different. I'll be on the
Oh
ground,
shit, bro!
boo hooing like this is
I'm gonna
bullshit.
be weak, bro.
Chill out, bro. Leave my man
I'm
Punk
gonna be
alone,
on
man.
Twitter trolling like I'm gonna be on everywhere, bro.
That's my
So,
dude, man. Leave my man Punk alone, man. But so we had like a revelation today, man. It was kind of out of nowhere. I don't think nobody really seen this coming.
mm,
For the most part, some people are like, well, yeah, I kind of knew he was gonna get cut, man. What do you mean getting cut? So Echo Fox, and shout out to Event Hubs, man. I found this article on Twitter, and of course it brought me here. But yeah, Echo Fox Fighting Game team shrinks as Punk, Scar, and Theo announce their departures, becoming free agents. Echo Fox has released a statement. So this is kind of crazy, man, because when Punk went there, everybody said, "Oh shit, they the Golden State Warriors, they the Patriots, they just ruling there." That's where they have everybody, man. From like every game, and for the most part, I think it's it didn't really work out for him that much, But all in all, man, I definitely let me get to the other two first because Scar is like one of my favorite players easily, and Theo. So Scar and Theo, they're from the NRS scene. Scar was really big in MKX. I mean, like huge. Like
Yeah.
he was like the threat to Sonic Fox, bro. If you go back, Sonic Fox, it was Sonic Fox, Scar, Tekken Man. I forgot the dude who played Takeda, man. That man was a monster too, but he was like in the top five. And this man, Sonya Blade, he put Sonya Blade on the map, had his own tech, everything. He's using fucking the grenade Sonya Blade, bro. And
Mm.
he literally kind of this he was starting to watch everybody like because nobody knew how to fucking deal with this shit. I was like, man, this shit is fucking sick, bro. I'm like, who is this guy? So I started following him, and I actually like I didn't know who he was at the time, but when I was at Evo 2016, I was like, hey, bro, you look at, I was like, hey, what's up, bro? It's nice to meet you, man. You looking nice, man. He's a real chill guy, but that man was talented. Now, moving on to Injustice 2, it never really cracked for him. Now, he did make IPS both years, right?
Right.
So it's not like he's trash, but I kind of feel like with Scar, he never he never really got it going in this game like he had in MKX. And I think he was signed off MKX. You know what I'm saying? Because his success in MKX was so good. That's why he got picked up.
Right.
And the same thing for Theo. I think Theo, excellent player, man. I mean, excellent player. I didn't really know about him in MKX, but in Justice, like that first IPS run, he was a monster. That man plays Superman, man, he was the Dre. He was the lame Superman, right? When that was him, the one with the he was just, I'm gonna laser you to fucking death.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah.
what the fuck is this shit, bro? Yeah,
Oh
yeah, but
man.
then he picked up Supergirl, and then he was definitely a dominant player in that first IPS run. Now this one, I haven't really heard much from Theo,
Yeah.
this year at all. I mean, he was doing okay in Dragon Ball at the beginning, but he kind of fell back in that too. So he
Oh,
kind
he
of
played
like
Dragon Ball. I didn't even know he was playing
yeah,
Dragon Ball.
he played, and he's it's funny they ranked him like he's like in the top I think either 30 or 40 in the
Mm.
world. You know what I'm saying? So again, he's not trash,
Right.
but he doesn't. I haven't really seen him placing anything like high in Dragon Ball, like and since like early on.
Right.
And
Mm.
and then we have Punk too. We already know about his mess ups, man. So Dre, what's your thoughts on this? And I mean, it's pretty normal,
Yeah.
but but at the same time, it's like these are like some pretty like big names, man. So what's your thought on this whole Echo Fox joint?
I mean, yeah. It is kind of a coincidence that all three of them announced it at the same day. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Yeah,
it could be just a contract thing. You know what I'm saying? They might have had this,
maybe.
contract ended and it was like this was it.
Mhm.
Because Punk started to improve, you know what I'm saying, but it's kind of like at the last minute, you
A
know what I'm
little
saying?
too
And
late.
and
Yeah.
and, and I mean, but then again, if that was the case and they saw that he was getting better and improving, they probably be like, you know what I'm saying, we'd extend it a little bit.
Hmm.
Especially now that he just won this tournament or whatever. So maybe they
A
just
ranking tournament like that, so
yeah,
he did get points.
yeah. So it's like maybe they just decided, these dudes are performing, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is, and they just trying to wanted to move on with it. But yeah, I don't really see it as a big deal because these dudes gonna get picked up again. You know what
Hell
I'm
yeah,
saying?
they gonna get picked.
Especially Punk. you know, and so
but you know it's funny, like because we already know like the MKX. I mean MK11 is coming. I
yeah,
know we already know it's
right,
coming. So I think going forward, I think Theo and Scar would definitely get picked up, bro. There's no doubt in my mind once that game come around, or even before then. But I think those guys probably just like, I'm done with Injustice. The game is dead anyway. I don't
yeah,
really care about this shit. But look, Scar made it to IPS again this year. That's what I'm saying. Like Scar is one of those guys where he'll place, he'll be like eighth or ninth or seventh or something like that. That's just kind of who he's been. He's never really been again like the dominant player that we seen in MKX, man. So I'm not really worried about them getting picked up. I definitely think they all get picked up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
So
think it is what it
I
is.
mean,
Once
like
you know,
it's a part.
once the next Mortal Kombat drop, I guess everything's gonna be reset. You know, saying that these dudes gonna be on top again, and they're gonna get signed again or whatever. And as Rel said, yo, them two, Scar and what's the other dude?
Deal.
Theo, they're kind of playing a dead game right now. You know what I'm saying? So, um, right now there's not much. I don't think there's much interest for Echo Fox to be pushing for that game or whatever. So because it's not a lot of eyes on it right now, but once a new game comes, it's start all over and they back up again.
Yeah. All right. So this is it's a two-part question though, man, and I definitely I want to get your thoughts on this first. So I was thinking, because Sonic Fox, even on his Twitter, all he put was like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
And we already know, like, all right, I'm gonna ask you this, Dre, before I go on. How do you feel about like not how you feel about Sonic Fox, but is he like the face of the FGC right now? Is there anybody you would put like next to him or above him?
Um. Hmm. Face of the FGC. I mean, eh, I guess in terms of popularity, I guess.
Like overall, this overall not just popularity, but this like skill, like everything. Like, what is he like number one?
You mean skill like I
Like
don't
this,
know.
just like
It's kind of
is
hard for
that,
me
is
to
that
say. It, it's kind of we can one thing we can say is that yeah, whatever game he picks up, he does get pretty good in it if he really wants to, you know what I'm saying? So I guess in terms of that, we can say yeah, but overall, I don't know, but it's kind of tough for me to say Sonic Fox is the face uh of the FGC right now, because right now he's playing two of the biggest games in terms of Dragon Ball and Injustice. Um, but who knows? Maybe like because when you hear a lot of everybody gonna hear North Sonic Fox because even when we was talking about this earlier, like a man like Kazunoko, right? He plays
Mhm.
so much games and he's dope in them, but you don't really hear he win a lot of them shits, bro. But you don't really hear people talking about it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not out there
Mhm.
like that, like Sonic Fox is when these games. You know what I'm saying? Sonic Fox has the
Yeah.
gimmick, you know what I'm saying, with the whole costume and the furry thing that he got going on. So he's in there and he's a beast at it. He's good. So I guess you could
Mhm.
say, you know what I'm saying, for now he's the face of the FGC. Like uh it's kind of a controversial thing, I would say. Because a lot of people have been there way before him. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so let me ask you this then. So let me ask you this. So I'm just talking about like currently though. I mean, we're not talking about like history or nothing like that.
Uh,
That's insane.
currently I guess you can
That's
say
what I'm
that.
saying. Like currently, is he like the face of like the
Well,
FGC?
yeah, yeah, you can
Okay,
definitely.
so when Sonic Fox went to Echo Fox, he was kind of like their biggest signing. It was
Right.
like, holy shit,
Yeah.
we got fucking Sonic Fox, man. This guy is a beast at pretty much anything he plays. And he's able to bring in different types of viewership to different games. It's like, oh shit, I know Sonic Fox. I didn't know he played Blaze Blue. I didn't know he played Dead or Alive. I didn't know he played Skullgirl. I didn't know. This is kind of how it is. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So Cal, this man plays everything, and he's good at everything. You know what I'm saying? So I want to ask you this: Did Punk And I'm just gonna keep with I think Punk is a perfect example because the other two, I don't really think. Well, I think the other two kind of. I think more so Scar and Theo, but did Sonic Fox put pressure on these guys? You know what I'm saying? Because Scar has been there. He was actually there before Sonic Fox. I think Theo got signed after
Mm.
Sonic Fox. And we already know how Punk did he put pressure on these guys to win? Because it's like they play the same game, so we know they're not gonna beat
Yeah,
him. And then
yeah,
and not only that, it's like you know he has sustained success. Like like this man, he rare like it's either grand finals, top three.
yeah,
It's always that. It's
yeah.
rare that you see him at the bottom of a top eight, bro. It's so rare. So what you think about that, bro?
I definitely think he do because being under the same umbrella like as him and knowing he's like the top guy on that one right now in terms of fighting games. Yeah, it definitely gonna be a lot of pressure on you like to perform and try to perform well. And those two dudes, they perform well, but I don't see them really placing high at all the tournaments they join or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? So of course, you know what I'm saying, when you see Sonic Fox jumping from game to game and winning left and right, bro, like it's hard not to look at him like, God damn, bro, chill, like.
Like,
You
give
know
me
what
a
I'm saying?
let me
Yeah,
do
like,
something.
hey,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
rock, but
Yeah, I
like, you know
feel
what I'm
you.
saying? You know what I'm saying? So it definitely, I think, it definitely agree that there's a lot of pressure there, man, and I guess that pressure came to the end right now because like, okay, now they seeing that Sonic Fox is just probably bringing in with more money, just for him,
Hmm.
just by himself, than them other two combined. You know what I'm saying? They're probably like, all right. You know what I'm saying? It's probably not worth it to continue with the partnership or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I said, but we don't really know to be honest, but I definitely think there's a lot of pressure there, man. And we don't really know like it would have been cool if Fox would have been like, all right, cool, yeah. I'm not gonna be um like hugging up all the spotlight, you know what I'm saying? Let me put y'all up there. But at the end of the day, these dudes trying to win. They're under the same umbrella, but um they're not like a team in like you would see like a freaking Call of Duty team where they all work together every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just so happen to be signed to the
Hmm.
same brand or whatever. Yeah, so it's like
I definitely do it.
everybody out for themselves. But yeah,
What
I
up, T
definitely
man? What
agree.
up, Titanfall? What's good? Um, yeah, I think for me,
PG Punk definitely was the best Punk. That's a fact. That's when he was bodying everybody.
he
You know
was
what I'm
a
saying?
dude. Like, yeah, he
He was
was,
destroying
and I
everybody.
and yeah, that's a great point, man. Playing the global punk is so different from
Yeah,
Echo Fox punk, and I was actually thinking about this at work when I seen this. I'm like, it actually makes sense because people thought Punk and Sonic Fox was on the same level. You know what I'm saying? Like that when he signed, it was like, holy shit, they got Punk and Sonic Fox. That's what it was, bro. It wasn't like, oh, that's a nice pick. No, it was like they got Punk and Sonic Fox on the same team, even though they play different games. Like Echo Fox can do no wrong. I mean, fuck, look at Taquito, man. Taquito is probably the closest thing to Sonic Fox is gonna get. I mean, he plays one game, but he's damn good in the game, though.
yeah,
So I think that's kind of like because I was telling Dre earlier, I'm like, look at the Tekken boys, bro. Like they don't win. I'm
yeah,
dead serious, bro. Like I have not seen them win a tournament in a long time, and I actually been following it now, man. You got Nee, you got Jimmy Tran, you got Dime. It's so many other great players in Tekken now. It's hard.
yeah,
It's hard, dude, and that's why Silent Fox is different, man. Because this man can continuously win in
yeah,
everything he plays. Like I've never seen nobody like this. He's kind of like LeBron James. He just goes to a team, they go to the playoffs. Boom. It don't matter who else is on the team. It don't
yeah,
matter. He literally has that effect. He is like a fucking savant when it comes to fighting games. And I'm like, I know these other guys is like, fuck, man, you know, what can I do to stay sponsored? Because it's like even if I'm like placing, I'm not winning anything because the
right,
probably the game I play, Sonic Fox plays. You know what I'm
Sonic
saying? I
Fox is
mean,
there, bro. Look at him, like
you
his
know,
top. Look at him
you know
running all
what I'm
the time, bro.
saying? You know,
They over there looking like, God damn, I can't stand this guy.
fuck, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like fuck is crazy. It's not fair, yeah. You know, that's why I actually
bro.
like what Buck was doing this year, where going to play Blaze Blue. You know, he's really good in that game. That man he's really, really good in that game
Yo,
too.
this man
So
just went. This man just went and won the last Injustice 2 tournament when he was like, "Yo,
like
I
it
don't
was
even like that game
nothing.
no more, bro. Like, I don't even like that game no more, man. That's why." So he's like, and he just went and just won that shit. I'm like, I know
And
people over there was like,
that's how
bro.
good he is, bro. It's
I know
crazy.
people over there was
It's
like,
so
he was
crazy
like,
how
"Come on, bro, like, let us live, man."
yeah, man. So it's kind of like I sit back. I'm like, dude, you know, Sonic Fox, while it was a great signing, you know, maybe and I'm not saying this is true or not. This is kind of like this, like we just kind of just throwing up this, just you know,
Yeah,
like hypothetical. Basically, it's not. I'm not saying it's real or not, but when you see somebody like that great, it's like, dude, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it'll be different if we was like on rival teams.
right,
Then it's like okay, I could like I feel a little bit more comfortable. Like I could definitely get down. You know, I mean it is Sonic Fox, but shit, I'm not. I'm competing with him only in the tournament, not within our own like fucking
right.
crew. You know what I'm saying? And
Cause
because that shit adds more pressure.
yeah,
You
cause
know,
I don't
so
even
yeah,
know if them dudes really hang out outside the tournament. Sometimes I see stream with him and a couple of the dudes, but
I think they're pretty close, man. I think the NRS community is like really really tight. You know, they really really tight. So I think he do. And I'm not saying like Sonic Fox is that man is probably the most humble guy. I mean, he talk a lot of shit,
yeah,
but he's a young guy. But when you actually like just hear him like or see him in the real, he's not walking around like, oh look, he's not like that, man. He's kind of just a regular motherfucker, dude. So that's actually a good thing. He's very very humble. But because he knows he's great. There's no need to constantly say you're great all the fucking time, you know, because he doesn't even do that. He
yeah,
could,
brag
but he
about it.
don't, you know. I mean, sometimes he'll say it, you know, you feeling yourself. Like it's okay
Yeah,
to feel yourself, you know, every now and then. It's nothing wrong with that, bro. You know, especially when you put in the time and the work, because that man is a lab monster. It is. I watched his stream where he's just labbing, you know, and he's just
yeah.
going over scenario after. So I'm like, fuck, man. How the fuck do you do
If
this?
only if
Because
only had that type of dedication, man. You know what I'm saying?
fuck, that's crazy.
Crazy,
Like he
bro.
puts in so much work, and at the same time, and the games come so easy to him, like any game. So then when you put those two together, man, you get Sonic Fox, and
Yeah,
it's fucking it's insane, bro. That man is like on a whole different level, bro. Like him, you know, I think Kaz, you know, just like those guys who could just play anything. I think Kaz is another one of those guys who could play anything. Yeah. He's
yeah.
definitely. I think him. Can you name anybody else that's like that? Like who just plays anything and they're just good at it? You know,
Uh,
because
I
Sonic
would
and
say
Kaz is like the only two I can think of, bro. I can't really think of no
cause
one.
I guess I could say Shanghai also.
Okay, yeah, Shanghai,
Shanghai,
yeah.
yeah, it's not a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? But
It's not a
I said
lot,
that
bro. That's what I'm
them three that
saying,
you
bro.
mentioned is
Like
just
it's crazy. Like these dudes
yeah,
pick up any game and dominate. It's
yeah.
literally insane, man. So
Like Shanghai
that
don't win like especially Street. He don't win like he don't win Street Fighter, but he always placing
okay,
high and shit. But
yeah,
he just win every freaking KOF tournament because he's like
yeah.
only him playing, so it's an automatic win.
He's
You know
so
what I'm saying?
stupid.
So, but Shy is pretty good too. Yeah, I just say
Yeah, I,
Kevin
I,
Martin.
I definitely think Shanghai is really good, man. But yeah, overall, man, it's crazy. But I'm pretty sure Echo Fox they got their eyes on somebody else. Yeah, we already know they all these teams mix and match all the time, bro. So it's nothing nothing new. But you know, maybe they go to a team that's not well known like that, so they can kind of like what Knuckle did. He went to Ghost. I mean, nobody really know who the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's a good look for him.
Yeah,
He's not really like competing within like the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So he could just go out there and do what he do, and he's a hell of a good player. Yeah. So you know, but that's pretty much what that is. But Dre, I wanted to. This is kind of like a discussion thing. I'll stop sharing the screen
yeah,
right now. And I was just like, I think about a lot of shit. Just over the weekend, had a 3-day weekend, and I was just like, man, should I make a video on this? Or I'm gonna save it for the podcast. I think because this is a great discussion topic. So we've had this gen, I'll say this gen, we had some really great fighters,
Yeah.
uh, Killer Instinct, fucking, I mean, they're all subjective, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I think Killer Instinct to me stands out as far as like great mechanics, great net code, deep combat. It wasn't ugly at first, yes, but they did upgrade the graphics as the years went on. And then you have some games that kind of just flopped, MVCI. You could say Street Fighter 5 for the most part. That game kind of flopped,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
keep it a buck, what I'm saying? Street Fighter 5 flop, and then you have like the lesser games like, like 5EX later, flop. Blaze Strength, flop. You know what I'm saying? So, Dre, just give me like a couple of reasons why overall why you think some games flop, man, and some games succeed, no matter if they're big or small. Because I just gave you examples of big games flopping, small games flopping, and big games doing good, and it goes back and forth all the time. So why do you think this happens? You know what I'm saying? Because some of these games have the backing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they literally have the back. They have everything going for them, and they just don't do well. So what's your thoughts on this?
Um, a lot of it is different. Different reasons, I think.
Yeah, just give
For
me a
some
couple reasons.
for some games, it's just they don't have the recognition. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? As others.
Like,
For
what's an
certain,
example of that?
like I'll say even Fighting EX Slayers, we know that's like a return of Street Fighter EX, but that
Mm-hmm.
game wasn't like a huge popular game, and you came back now
EJ,
and
what's up, bro?
what
It's
happened?
been crazy.
What the fuck? So yeah, so even those games, you said Blaze Strangers, that's those are smaller games. They don't really have much, re- uh, they don't have the name recognition behind them as other games, and or the budget, as you said, the backing to push the games and like
Mhm.
make them the way they are. Fighting EX Layer, I played a beta for that. I was definitely, I don't like, I wasn't feeling it at all, man. Like people, some of these games they come in and they try to do things differently. Some of these fighting games, right?
Mhm.
When
Yeah. Like
people are
what? Like
like
what?
fighting EX Layer, the controls are different than what a traditional fighter is, right? Like
Mhm.
Like we're used to the motions, the charges or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the light, medium, heavies or whatever. And then these games come in and you're pressing like maybe only certain buttons to do a full special or whatever, like do one button special or
Yeah.
two button special or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And to a lot of people that makes it like it doesn't seem like it could be a competitive game because like if it's that easy, like it doesn't take really much skill to do certain things, which um a lot of people, at the most part, people that are picking up fighting games are going in it for the to compete in a certain way, or not to compete necessarily, but like to actually try to just to see how it is or how similar it is to what they already used to. When they get introduced to something that's completely like make it the game just seem easy, it's like they're not gonna go in and try to learn the mechanics or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um because there's like, all right, this is not what I'm used to. I'm used to my Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat charges are quarter circle, back, hit a button and something happened, not
Yeah.
just two button uppercut or like like, you know what I'm saying? It just made it seem super, and a lot of people don't like to be super casualized, I guess if that's a word, you know what I'm saying?
Mm, I hear
Even though that's what these companies aim for, they aim for the casual, but at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's the hardcore that's gonna like push it, like because these are the ones that are gonna be playing them at tournaments and putting their game out there on the
Okay.
map. You know what I'm saying? So when they see this game, it's like this is this kind of casual, they don't want to play it. And that's why we have Street Fighter the way it is, where a lot of people hate it because they feel like it's so easy now, and anybody can just pick up and they think anybody can just pick up and go win a tournament or whatever. In the
Yeah, but
terms of like in the
that doesn't
terms
make
of
any sense though.
yeah, but that's what they think. But in terms of certain games like Marvel vs. Capcom, when you take a franchise that people know and love, and for
Hmm.
the for certain characters, and then you release a game without those characters, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't expect it to last, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
it's just not gonna happen. Like majority of the time when you see a Marvel vs. Capcom game, you know people are using an X-Men T for the most part. Like you know what I'm saying? Like when you release a game without those characters, and then and just aesthetically how the game looked, it just looked like it was super low budget. As
yeah.
much as the gameplay was dope, you know what I'm saying, is what Marvel vs. Capcom is.
Hmm.
When people saw the trailers, you know what I'm saying, and saw how the thing looked, that's what they saw. You know what I'm saying? And that turned them off from jump right away. They don't even try. They were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna try it out and see how it is." You know what I'm saying? Because we did it and we said like the game actually plays like a Marvel vs. Capcom game, but the first thing people look at is the aesthetics, the graphics, and say, "Yo," and the characters. What people been asking for? Oh, there's no X-Men. Hell no, I'm not playing that. It's trash. You
Yeah,
know, games like that don't last. You
that's
know,
true.
so
That's true.
so it's certain different factors. It could be, like I said, budget, and even with that Marvel vs. Capcom game, Capcom was behind it, but I don't think Marvel was 100% behind it. And Marvel just wanted
Yeah,
to push the
we know
Marvel
for a
and
fact that was.
Marvel just wanted to push the MCU on that game. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really. I don't think they really cared to like make the game big like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 3 was. You know what I'm saying? They just, oh yeah, we're gonna put the MCU in this just to advertise this thing, and so the budget wasn't behind that either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like um for small, like Finding X Layer, this is a smaller game. Blade Strangers, the Omen and Sorrows thing, that's not even out yet, and that's gonna flop.
That's not, and then
So it's like,
that's not really like an indictment on the
yeah,
game
you
per
know what I'm
se.
saying.
But go ahead.
And when it's an indie developer, when it's like an independent developer, a lot of people don't look at indie developers as like they're gonna release anything special, even though some indie games are some of the dopest games out there. Um, but indie developer making a fighting game, and from the beta it was hella rough as hell, and then from later on it still looked rough. It's like, it's about to fail, man. So it's like, I don't know.
Well,
It's Melted
I
Blood
feel
is.
that, man. That was some good
I
points.
don't know I don't know what Melted Blood is, Ghetto, so I can't speak on that.
It's still getting strong, even though the community is small. Yeah, I'm definitely I'm gonna download that on my PC. But I
But
think
yeah,
for me,
and game
man,
and certain another thing, game difficulty too, because like games like Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue, those games might be fun as hell, but they're really tough to learn, and a lot of people ain't trying to learn shit. That's kind of like the plus and negative of certain people, because people complain about a game being too easy, especially Street Fighter people, but you don't see them playing Guilty Gear, which is a complex ass game, and like really you really have to be on point with them buttons and them confirms. You know what I'm saying? You don't see them play that game, but they complain that Street Fighter 5 is too easy, which is kind of weird.
bro, preach.
It doesn't make any sense, but hey, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I think for me, man, it's a lot of things that that can apply to a lot of games because um people one thing and shout out to my man Jabari. He made this video a long time ago. And he was like, stop saying you don't care about graphics, and this is like this gen,
Yeah,
because
people
I
full of
think
shit with that.
yeah,
Yeah,
because when people invest in machinery, whether it be PC or Xbox One or a PS4, like especially coming from last gen, you kind of expect things to get better, and not all games are made to be visually enticing. I'll say that. Not like Blade Strangers to me for the art style, I think it looks really good. For the full because that's the art style it's supposed to be, rather than like Street Fighter Five, which I think looks amazing. It's probably one of the best looking fighting games on the market easily.
yeah.
And you got games like Injustice, you got games like Tekken 7, which looks pretty good. You got games like Dragon Ball, which is like eye candy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So graphics, they're a huge part of the game, bro. Like you cannot say they graphics don't matter because they do. It's
They
not
do,
all
bro.
about the gameplay, bro. It's not.
It
You can't use that argument anymore.
it's a dumbest argument because I'm like the first thing people show is like first of all when these companies trying to show off the game, what do they show you? A racing game. Why? Because they put mad details in them freaking cars, bruh. Your surrounding
Yeah,
might look trash as hell, but what you gonna what the eye candy the cars, bruh? Because they know that's so easy. Them cars is going around in a circle, so all the resources go into making them cars look as good as they can. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? When people showing off games, they show the graphics, bro. Shooters. You know what I'm saying? Remember Killzone, bro. Killzone Shadowfall, bro.
And that
That
game is
20,
trash,
that
but
game
it looks
is
really
not the
good.
best, that 26 that February 2016 trailer when they debuted
That
that,
shit look cold,
and the
bro.
man was in the helicopter and they showed like the sky, the freaking buildings, like oh, like come on, bro. People's like, yo, that shit is crazy. That's the first
Yeah,
thing people say. But when they show a game, you know what I'm saying, and yo, the game look like it's not graphically um it doesn't look that good graphically. People are like, oh, this is a PS3 game or PS2 game, you know what I'm saying? And then they down it.
and
So
that
it's like it's
automatically shy him away.
yeah,
Like
that shit is dumb, man.
that was MVCI from the jump, bro.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Like,
that's the thing. Like that's the first
I'm
thing.
like,
Like
this
look at that
game
face.
is ugly as
Look
fuck,
at look at
bro.
Chun Li, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? When they saw Chun Li, bro, they saw Chun Li and they was like, yo, what the hell is that? You know,
But
and
but
that
but
was
uh,
it.
but again, though, graphics is not the only seller
It's
because
not.
Street Fighter 5 when that so I mean that game looked amazing when we first see Street Fighter even at a launch. I'm like, man, this game looks so good. Unreal
It
Engine
looks
4,
mad good, bro.
everything looks good. Game flopped.
And it didn't
You
improve.
know,
And it didn't improve as it delivered. Because I remember the first time they showed up the gameplay with Mike Ross and freaking and
yeah,
uh
I
and my
remember
man
too.
yeah, and the shit look and it improved over time, man.
Yeah,
The game flopped like
that's what I'm saying. So you can't
because
really rely on
yeah,
graphics, So let's get into gameplay, right? Because people say it's all about the gameplay. Is we play fighters. It's not about the graphics. It's about the
it's
gameplay.
about the gameplay, right?
So let's look at some of the games that have like really in depth, fighting systems. So you can look at games like you said, Guilty Gear, Blast Blue, uh, Tekken. You know what I'm saying? Like those three games right there, Under Night and Birth. You know what I'm saying? Like these are like really like in depth games that have like good mechanics, man. A lot of variety, to the system, and Under Night and Birth. I mean, nobody really bought that. I gotta keep it a buck. And why I know nobody bought that game because everybody said, "Oh man, this is the game everybody needs to buy." Because
Yeah,
ain't nobody buy that shit, bro. Like nobody bought that game, and that game not only looks good, it plays good, and it still is a flop. You know what I'm saying? It's not mainstream like it should be because I feel like Under Night and Birth is probably one of the best fighting games. It has everything in the game you could want. Trials. It has training mode. It has,
yeah.
it has everything. Survival. It got lobbies. It has everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you getting banged for your buck, and nobody buys it. You know why? Because deep mechanics are overrated. It really is. It really
Bro,
is, man.
it
It's like, why would you say that? I mean, because
at this time of age, it is, bro. Nobody like
it's
people
it's it's a
complain.
little bit overrated, bro. Like you don't, and why you think people are dumbing down the games because they want more people to
They want
buy
more
them.
people
You
to play
know what I'm
because
saying?
they realize when they made these games all technical and like deep mechanics, like it's a circle of people still playing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, freaking fighting games are esports now, man. Why? Because a lot more people have access to it now and can just,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying, can pick up and practice and play it. And whether you like that or not, that's the way it is. And as much as you want a certain game to be a certain way, these companies are here trying to make money. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
so yeah. So if you look at What's it? KOF was done before the netcode. I mean, yeah, I mean KOF is another one, bro. I think KOF, um,
That
really
should look. That should
tight.
look.
Those are
That should.
like one link
That
combos, bro. That game is hard, bro.
that should look
That's a
terrible.
hard
Yeah.
ass game, but don't matter. You know, it's over fucking rated, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we want this, we want that. You may want that, man, but the majority doesn't. You know, everybody wants the street. When Street Fighter was selling crazy, it's because everybody felt like they could hang. They
Yeah.
can't hang anymore, bro. You know, Street Fighter 4, that Street Fighter 4 destroyed Street Fighter 5 in sales. You know what I'm
And
saying?
and
Because
and and the reason to be, and the reason for that is because there was no Street Fighter for so long, bruh.
that was
You
what
know
I
what
was
I'm
gonna
saying?
say. That's
Between
pretty
Third Strike and Fourth, there was no Street Fighter for so long. So when
it
they
was
brought that
so
back,
low. They was thirsty. It was
yeah, people
thirsty.
was thirsty for that, bruh.
That
You know
was
what I'm
thirsty,
saying?
man. They was
That
definitely thirsty.
revitalized the FGC, and you know what I'm saying, and brought mad people in.
Mm-hmm.
So you know,
Yes, I
so I
mean,
mean,
again, you know, you have, but then again, you have easy mechanics
yeah,
where you know Street Fighter Five. Oh, Street Fighter Five is easy. You know, Street Fighter, and these are people that are not like grandma. Like, if it's you should be a grandmaster, bro. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, if you say in the game is so easy, like if you say any game is easy, you should be high rank saying that, bro. You cannot be saying, you know, it's easy or this and that, and you low ranked because that doesn't you kind of contradicting yourself. You feel
yeah.
me? So let's look at names. We went through gameplay. We did graphics. Let's look at names. Street Fighter, Dragon Ball, perfect example. Dragon Ball is probably the most popular anime of all time, bar none. I don't think nothing tops it at all. It's been around since the 80s. You know what I'm saying? And it's popping like how Dragon Ball Z was popping back when we was younger. You know what I'm saying? So Arc System Works knew that, and everything was there. You know, they had where you know when art touches anything, it's gonna look good off the bat. You know, and
Yeah,
whether how you feel about the gameplay or not, you know, I think they did a great job of letting people come in who's not really familiar with fighting games, and then but there's a lot more deeper stuff inside the game if you're willing to dig for it. You know what I'm saying? So on the surface, it's like auto combo, blah blah blah, super da la la la. But there's a lot of shit in this game you could do, you know, and like I said, we're seeing that now 8 9 months into the game. Like it's pretty nasty now. So it's not how it was at the beginning where everybody was pretty much doing the same thing. There's a lot more variety now, which is good, you know. But then you have games like Injustice 2 is another one. They like the hype for Injustice 2 was so huge. You know, they did a fantastic job. I think that's probably the biggest. I say that's the best collection. I mean, of like features or anything of any fighting game this gen. Uh, Injustice died pretty fast though, but that's all NRS games. But they
yeah.
literally gave you everything.
That's an
You gave
interesting blueprint,
you
bro.
know, so yeah, I mean, that's kind of what they do. But they literally gave you everything you want: offline content, online content. They have stuff for people who's not really fond of going online. Hey, I'm gonna go to the multiverse, man, and just grind for gear. And I think that that's kind of including everybody, and that's kind of like bringing this to whole. Is like fighting games have to find a way to include everybody, and it's very hard to do. It's very hard to do, and that's why I feel like Injustice is literally the only game that's done that. They give you good graphics. They give you the story mode was pretty good. I actually enjoyed that story
Yeah,
mode,
that's
which
the
is
more fair.
rare.
That's the
Yeah,
more.
I
That's
actually
kind of
enjoyed
why I
it.
even picked up two too, because I enjoyed the first one
Yeah,
story
you know
mode.
what I'm saying. And then you look at a game like I mean not a game, but like the multiverse is probably that might be one of the best ideas ever in the fighting game, bro. I'm gonna put gear in this game. I'm gonna let you
Yeah,
grind for the gear.
yeah,
You never really have to go online. You know what I'm saying? You're
yeah.
fucking playing dress up with superheroes, bro. That's really
Mhm.
what you was doing. And I spent a ton of time doing that shit.
Oh hell yeah.
I ain't gonna front. I was grinding for shit constantly. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I'm like, fuck, I'm really playing offline in this game. and the online was good for the most part, man, because they did fix it with Mortal Kombat XL with the new net code, so we didn't really have that problem with Injustice. Injustice is the overall best package, man, and I think fighting games really need to look at that, bro. Just try to include everybody because you
Yeah, no,
cannot release a game in 2018 without lobbies. That
yeah,
is
you can't do it, man.
unacceptable.
Can't do it.
It's unacceptable, especially
That
if your
Blade thing,
online content is sparse, bro. You
yeah, that Blade Strange
cannot.
thing, they
You
were
can't
tripping with
do
that.
that.
They were tripping with that shit. I was like, how?
you
Like,
you can't do that, bro. Like, and another thing, like, if you want people to support like a smaller game, and we have like a collection of people. I already know, like me, Jabari. I know you. Depending on the game, like we have like our crew where we play AG,
right,
Titanfall, Whispy. Like we know people we can play with. You have to include shit that we can play each other, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, because not every game is gonna be heavy on the single player content. We understand that, because a lot of this shit is forced now. Oh, look put a story mode, Blaze Blue Cross that. Put a story mode because that's what everybody wants. That shit is garbage, but I'm not
oh,
wasting no time on that. So and like survival mode. I mean, who cares about that?
people are
I
frauds,
think
man.
so I feel like if they could kind of somehow like Soul Calibur, they're gonna include
Soul
everybody.
Calibur shit is fire,
They're
bro.
gonna
Like,
include everybody in that game, bro. And I think that's what you want to do. And I know some people can't produce games on that level because of budget, but you
yeah,
have to think about if you're a small indie company, or like I said, make sure we can play with other people. You
right,
and with at least a group of people, bro, to keep your game live, man. Because if you
yeah.
don't, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? The game is gonna die super fast, man.
Yo, and with all of these smaller games, man, don't be scared to steal some of these other popular game shit, bro. Like, that's a lot of these mechanics in other some of these fighting games people like him, bro. Steal them, put them in your game, man. When people see that shit, like, yo, this is played just like this other game that I like,
Yeah.
they gonna rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be
So
trying to
basically,
reinvent the wheel and all that shit. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Just
Well, I don't mind reinventing the wheel as long as it's not like
but when you doesn't mean
something
that when you just
stupid.
make this shit just straight buttons, bro, it's like, come on, fam, like, nah.
Yeah, well, so my Wispy said, NRS is to listen to the community too much. They need and buff way too fast. I disagree with that. I think what
I
they
don't
did with
think so.
Injustice 2 was perfect. They did not jump the gun right away.
Yeah,
Mind you, the first patch didn't come to August, and the game came out late in May. So a lot of this shit they was looking at, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're
yeah.
not patching the game like that. Now, previously, like MKX, that game was a clusterfuck. That game was a clusterfuck because that game was just all over the place, bro. I mean, fuck, man. The oh man, characters was just overpowered, man, and that game
Yeah.
became stupid, But I think Injustice, I think they actually did a good job with that. I don't think they rushed it. And anyway, I remember I was actually watching that live stream because I was at the dealership in the oil change. So I was watching it on my phone. I'm like, oh, that's what they wait till August, man. I think that's a good time.
Yeah,
And then
it
they
give people
then they
time
hit
to
and,
really flesh out the game, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
and then they hit motherfuckers pretty hard because they pretty much was taking the abusement
hey,
out the
bro.
game. That's what you want to
When
do.
people started putting them in Deadpool footage, bro, them Deadshot footage, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, people was like, and them Aquaman shit. They had to do something about it. You know, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah, bro. I
But they
mean,
waited. You know what I'm saying? They
they
waited to
definitely
see
waited.
really
Yeah, yeah.
how
They
good
did the
or
same
bad
thing with
certain things.
MKX and
You know?
MK9, but it seemed like they knew what the fuck they was doing. You know what I'm saying? That was a complaint. Like a lot of people was complaining about Mortal Kombat because they was just doing shit and it was just they didn't really balance the game, man.
Yeah, and MK9 was another
MK9
Street
was
Fighter.
brutal,
It
bro.
was still it was another Street Fighter 4 situation where like
Oh my
them
god.
coming from like the 3D, I mean the 3D like Armageddon's and the freaking all them other trash ass Mortal Kombat games to back to where they to the 2D
MK9
style
was
fighters. You know
fire,
what I'm saying?
man.
So it's like
MK9 was pretty fire. I love that game.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like that's something even with the whole balance thing. They're coming from they're coming back from not making them games for like a while because they've been still making them 3D bullshit fight Mortal Kombat games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And MK9 was kind of their return to form and all that. So that came out. Yeah, a lot of things wasn't balanced at the
Yeah,
time. And
he said
it
everybody
was,
is owner. Yeah, and
yeah,
Injustice is too is a first person shooter, bro. That is facts. That's like design. That was like design when it launched, though, bro.
yeah,
Like
bro.
everybody got fucking guns and lasers
Yeah,
and shit.
everybody was a zoner, bro. That shit was
That's
crazy.
that.
It was
I
crazy,
never
bro.
played the game. That shit was kind of nuts, though, bro. But
And just
that's
yeah, the
why I
fun
stopped playing
moments
the
though,
time.
man. Like,
Yeah, bro.
it
Injustice was low key fun. Though.
was
Like I
fun,
said,
man.
I actually enjoyed Injustice for like all the way up until probably like maybe like November, December last year. That's why I was
Hey
like,
yo,
I'm
listen,
done.
man. Them last DLC, bro. Them last DLC character fucked it up, bro. Like, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Because even Chuck, this man Chuck went crazy for the Turtles, bro. When the Turtles came out, he didn't play shit. He
I
played it for
played
like
like one time.
five
Like, yeah,
minutes,
these
bro.
motherfuckers trash, bro. I'm out.
He played for 5 minutes and dumped the game, bro. Like,
I think I was done. I was like, yeah, the Chargers,
where Joe Destroyer was raiding, bro. That shit pissed me off so much because you
yeah.
know how I feel with that raid and Black
I
Lightning
feel you.
bullshit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel
So
you. I feel you.
you
But
know,
like
and
I
I
said,
still
I think
played it after that, but I was like, man, this shit
I
really
mean,
pissed me off.
like I said, but like I said, at the end of the day, yeah, I think what's gonna say, Blaze will do the same thing. True, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, it's kind of like everybody can't relate to like Blah's Blue. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's hard, bro. Like even for me, man, some of that shit, I was like, what the fuck? Like I was because Jabari, they was telling me like the backstory, some of these characters. I'm like, huh?
yeah, I don't know shit about
This
these
shit
characters.
kind of crazy, bro.
I start paying attention now,
I was
bro.
kind of tripping out on that shit, man. I was keeping the buck, bro. So it's kind of hard for people to rate the Blah's Blue. I think cross tag is good because I think the Ruby characters definitely help that game a lot, but it's not it's not as technical as like a regular Blaze Blue game, but they do have technical aspects with the cross combos and all the switching and shit, man. So that puts layers on the game that's not like on the surface. You feel me? Like you can go in there just mash square, 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 or triangle, 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 like a Naruto game. But then if you start cross comboing and doing all that stuff, that's when the game gets technical. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like you want to bring everybody together. Again, it's very hard to do because not all content is good content, man. People like fucking Marvel, they put a story mode. That shit was garbage. I was mad even wasting my time playing that dog
Yeah,
shit. It was trash.
I
Street
didn't.
Fighter Five to
I
me,
like it though.
that shit was trash. I didn't like that. That shit was garbage to me, bro. I'm like, this is a waste. It's like something you fucking threw together. It was stupid as fuck. I didn't really get it. But let's get to this last topic, man, before we get out of here. So while we speak on, why games don't succeed or whatever, man, Chad, I want you guys to answer this too. What do you think about the free to play model? Now, free to play, it sounds exactly how it sounds. Free to play. Perfect example of this is Killer Instinct. So when Killer Instinct launched on the Xbox One, it was free to play. You could download the game. Jago was like the free character, and you have access to all the game. Training mode, the tutorial, online lobbies when they was added later. They had nothing. That game was so bare bones when it launched. My God, I think they only had
Man,
like 6 characters, bro. It
and
was
people want to
crazy,
cry about Street Fighter Five. Man,
bro. It was correct, but the game was good though. Like it was
yeah.
fun. It was so much fun. I was so happy to have Killer Instinct game. But let's take it to a game like popping like a Street Fighter. Like Dre, how would you feel if Street Fighter went like free to play? So you start off with fucking Ryu. You either pick Ryu or Ken. You get Ryu or Ken for free. You have
Nah,
access to the game, and then you buy the characters you want. You buy the stages you want, all that shit. How would you feel about that?
uh,
I would hold on.
you,
I wouldn't necessarily call Street Fighter Five free to play. I wouldn't because they really
yeah. I mean, it's not
don't.
Street Fighter. You gotta
No,
buy the game.
I wouldn't call that. They pretty much follow like the normal model, of every other fighting game. I think Killer Instinct is pretty much the only
Yeah, actual
one that's
free to
kind of
play.
like that
Yeah.
right now.
I mean, like it would definitely work. It would definitely. I don't know. I think it would probably turn out better than definitely turn out better than freaking KI, but I don't know if people really want that, man, because then having free to play, like having just Ryu and Ken in the game, and then you know what I'm saying, just to buy whoever you want. I don't know, bro, because people's like it's a lot of money. Like you're gonna be like, yo,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
gonna be a
but
lot of money being spent when you could just buy a game for one price and like you know what I'm saying,
you still
and get a
can't,
bunch of
bro.
characters. Yeah, you get a bunch of characters, and then you can unlock those characters. You know what I'm saying, just by playing the game instead of just getting two free characters that a lot of
Say,
people don't want to
let's just
play, and
say,
then
so let's just say that wasn't like, let's not really like you like just say Street Fighter in general, not really Street Fighter Five, just Street Fighter in general.
I mean it's kind of hard for me to just say Street Fighter in general. I don't know, man. I don't
Well, I
think.
mean, saying like, I mean, it doesn't have to be like Street Fighter Five, but it's like
Well,
you fucking get Ken or Ryu for free, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you pay for.
And then you pretty
Wait,
much you pay for what you want.
I guess that would be cool. You know what I'm saying? That I guess that would be cool. Like the only annoying thing is that you will be seeing the freaking man Ken and reuse online, bro.
You
'Cause
already
like,
see that now.
I mean,
What's the difference? You know
you
what I
barely
mean?
see Ryu online now, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It would be fine. Like if they have all this the same modes and all that, you know what I'm saying? All they definitely got to have the lobbies, and if they have the like how would arcade, because people, you know, people love their arcade, bruh. And when you're not playing online, bruh, people's like, yo, we don't want to reuse Ken and Ryu to the damn thing. So it's like, how would that work? You know what I'm saying?
What you mean? Like you talking about? Oh, you talking about arcade mode?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So with KI, you pretty much you had arcade mode. Like everything was like if you just like
Them
if you
characters still characters have to still have their own, like, you know what I'm saying, story, right? Like does KI have that? Because I don't know. I didn't really play KI, so I don't really know how
I
much.
did so with this is how KI works. So when the game first launched, it was with Jago, and then as the roster build, they did switch the character every month, the free character. So you legit never had to pay for anything. You know, now if you could buy all the characters that you want, you know what I'm saying? You could buy like for me, I spent about $60 in 3 years on KI. $20 for the characters. That's it. All the updates were free. Everything was free. I played even all the modes they was adding, like Shadow Lords. They added story modes for all the characters and everything. They just kept adding shit to the game, and you legit never had to pay for anything. I was really tripping out on that. I mean,
That's probably
I
why
was
that
like,
should
dude,
die now. So it's like,
well, not, but but it's
that
an
should
old.
die.
I mean, some games are just they just die. That's just what it is. But like season like
People was
one
going
and
crazy for
two,
KI retiring, bro,
bro,
and that shit
KI
died,
was
bro.
cracking, bro. You know, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, like that game was, and this pinnacle was fire. Believe that. Like at the end of season two was at 20 what fucking 15, I believe, going into 2016, I think. Yeah, it was definitely like it was cracking, bro. So it definitely worked for them, man. They was at Evo. It was KI was everywhere, you know, and legit, you never had to pay for anything. So if you just want to wait for the character that you want to play, you can do it. And you can like, oh, shit, I like this character, man. I'm gonna go ahead and buy it.
Yeah.
Boom. You know what I'm saying? Then you can still have that character, and you'll still be able to play the free character, whatever that is, any month, man. So I think for me, it I don't think Capcom will like it, but I think everybody else will like it, in my opinion, man. So I'll say if you let's just not start with Ken. So yeah, we'll probably have like Ken, Ryu, Chung Li, and like another OG. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you started with four.
They have
You know,
to.
if it's like
They
four
gotta put at
characters,
least the World Warriors in there, man. Start them all, and
yeah. So
then
I'd say four. I think four is a good number. You know what I'm saying? So four, Ryu, Ken, Chung, and fucking what, Blanca or
guy or whatever.
Honda, Guile, or Guile. All right, so that's the four. Boom. You know what I'm saying? So game is free to play. You have those four characters. You have access to all the games. Now, just because those four characters are free doesn't mean you don't like them characters, right? You know what I'm saying? So what
Right.
KI was doing, they was just releasing the character every month, a new character. You know what I'm saying? And even the trailers for KI were hyped. Like everybody was like, "Oh my god, who's coming next, man? Can't wait for Fulgor. Can't wait for fucking Cinder." You know, and they was just waiting for like all the OGs to come. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually those became free characters. You try them out, you like them, boom, you buy it, or you just buy them off a hype. So I think the company, I don't know, man, because it'll be hard for a game like I don't think this will work for Street Fighter. Actually, I don't think so because they have like their character, like people want their character right off the bat, right? You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like that'll work for Street Fighter. Yeah, I don't think this is a good idea for Street Fighter. I don't. You know, what about the Dawson mains, the Raw mains, the Vega mains,
This
the
is what I'm
Bison?
about to say too, because I'm like, yo, because you gotta realize,
And
yo,
they'll probably burn Capcom down. Yeah,
yeah,
I
they're
don't
not
think
gonna
this will work.
because I'm like,
This
yo,
ain't gonna work for
if
Street
those
Fighter.
game
It's a
if those
bad
characters are
example.
not there, like if those characters are not there, like at least earlier on, but people's like, yo, what the hell, like, because those people never gonna play those four characters that we get for
That's
free.
that was my point, man.
So
So
it's
yeah,
like,
it'll be. I think it's depending on what you start off with, how good it's gonna be. I think KI succeeded though because it's been so long since we had a Killer Instinct. It was like, all right, fuck it, man. I don't really. A lot of people didn't even buy the game off rip. They didn't.
they didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't need to. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of Jagos online, man. A lot of them. Because people just want to try out different characters. Then once they started like I think it was like who was it? I think it was like Jago, Orchid, uh fucking Saberwolf and Sadera, I think. And then they brought in Thunder and
I
Fogor.
wish I could play that
So
game, man. Thunder was looking flames.
Thunder, bro, that is your character, bro. I swear to
No,
God, you'll
man.
love
That's why when
Thunder,
I
bro.
saw him,
That
when I
exact that
saw
is
him, when I
or
saw him,
no,
like, that's T Hawk, right? That man remind me of T Hawk, bro. I'm like, God damn, that
nah,
shit
bro.
crazy.
Don't Thunder is way better than T Hawk, bro. Don't
I
don't
said he
disrespect the
reminded me of
Thunder.
T Hawk because they both like.
But it's funny. You'll play Aganos too. You're
Nah, I don't
definitely
play that.
you're
I don't
you're,
want to play
you're
that. I
definitely
don't
an
want to play that.
Aganos player.
Nah, I don't want to play that
But like I
random
said,
game,
I
bro.
don't know, man. But I think it'll be a good idea for them to try, or even like a lesser game, man. Like well, not. But that's kind of scary too because fuck, like I just want to get this game out for free, and these motherfuckers don't buy it.
Yeah,
So
bro. Like, they just released the game with the characters people recognize and want to play, man. Like, just
yeah,
don't make it free to play,
yeah,
dog.
it'll definitely be kind of tricky, bro. I think in the right circumstances they can pull it off, but it'll be hard for like the big games, like
Yeah, they
Street
would really
Fighter,
have to
Mortal
sell people on that
Kombat.
shit
That'd be pretty fucking hard to pull that off, man. Anybody else
because
maybe? I don't know about those two. That's because people are too picky, bro. Like, where the fuck is my character? A lot of people will say, especially in Mortal Kombat, nigga. You
yeah,
imagine not have some characters in Mortal Kombat? Niggas gonna flip they shit. Niggas will
it's like
flip they shit, bro. So yeah, I don't agree with that. That was
yeah,
I
and
don't.
like and like for Capcom to do that, they're really gonna have to be consistent with releasing characters every freaking month, bro. And you
Yeah,
know that
we
ain't gonna
know how
happen, bro.
that get down, bro.
You know that ain't
Now,
Capcom, so it's
oh,
like
sorry for the inconvenience, man. They'll come
yeah,
on next.
yeah. So it's like this ain't happening.
Hey, bro, the motherfuckers, bro, that should be Capcom. That should be a straight disaster, man. But it's something to talk about. I was my eyes working, and I was like,
Oh yeah,
that ain't gonna work,
yeah,
man.
they do have a mobile game, but they do have a free mobile game. It's free to play, but I downloaded that shit, bro, and realized you can't play shit
Oh, you talking
without
about that
spending
fucking
money.
puzzle fighters? Yeah,
Nah, the actual Street Fighter 4, bro, is on
what you
mobile.
mean?
They got Street Fighter 4 on mobile, dogs. You didn't know that? They've been at it.
Bro, why would the fuck would I play Street Fighter 4 on
I'm just
mobile,
saying they
bro?
have it, and it's like I
Oh.
downloaded the shit. I'm like, let me see the joint, bro. You can't play shit, bro. You gotta spend money ASAP, dog. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is going on here?
I mean, yeah, that's the point, man. That's the point to get you to pay, man. I mean, you look at games like fucking like Fortnite, bro. Like they do it really good. Yeah, you can play all you want, bro, but you gonna want these skins, my
Yeah,
nigga. You gonna want the season pass, my nigga. They knew how to get people. That game is making so much money, crazy, bro. Still to this day, insane. But it is what it is, man. But that is the end of the show, man. Drake, any last words before we get out of here, bro?
Hey, yeah, man. I got an important announcement to make.
Oh
I,
shit.
I don't. I'm just playing. I appreciate y'all coming through,
Um,
man. Podcast.
we just got trolled, folks. We
Yeah,
just
man.
got trolled.
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all once again, man. Like, share, subscribe. Oh, nah, that's wrong person. Damn, subscribe.
Yeah.
And
I mean, said like
appreciate
two
y'all
words
as
in one, man. I feel you.
I'm still, that's jive turkey, man. That's what he said. Like,
My
Yeah,
message,
same, but
why you taking it back, huh?
yeah, I'm still
Wow.
shit. My bad. Like, let me steal your shit
I
down.
said, what up? No.
Yeah. What up? What's going on,
Oh,
y'all?
y'all,
Chilling,
chilling.
chilling,
That
chilling.
was my
Yeah, that
dog,
shit was
man. John
fire,
Tucker
dog.
was fire, man. That was my
I
dude,
turned.
man. Shout out to my man John, man.
Yeah, I
He
think
was
it
sick.
was
That was
the
my
dude,
guy.
man.
But anyway, man, tomorrow I will be doing the hangout, man. We're doing the Dragon Ball tier list, man. It's gonna be fun. Make sure you guys come through for that, man, because it's going down, bro. I think all the characters is out now, so I think it's kind of a good time to do this. So I'm definitely gonna do that tomorrow. Probably like around the same time as this podcast. I start at my new spot tomorrow, so I don't know how that. I am closer to home, so probably like 5:36, and then I'm definitely gonna do that, man. So definitely looking for that. Also, TOA got some tournaments coming up, man. Let me see if I can pull this up real fast. Challenge your call. Da, 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 da. Cool. Give me 1 second. Okay. Oh, there we go. Right. Let me share this screen real fast before I get out of here.
You know.
Do, 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 do. So yeah, we got Soul Calibur on what is it? Hold on. All right, so
Dragon Ball
why
Fight.
I don't know why this shit going so slow right now.
It's that PC,
All right,
bro.
there we go. Nah, my PC is nice, bro. Anyway, so we got we got Soul Calibur coming on the 20. Hold on, when does the game come out? When does this game come
25th,
out?
bro. Wait.
Let me see.
The
Hold
game
on.
begins October 25th. Is it 26? I think Nancy put it in the chat. That is the 26.
Yeah, it's the 26, I think. Hold on. Shit.
I'm just gonna
Damn,
show
we
you.
already got 20 people signed up for Soul Calibur, man. So yeah, it's a week after it launched. So it launches next Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday. And we definitely holding out. And we look at man, everybody coming for this game, bro. This game is gonna be so fucking sick, bro. I cannot wait. We got killers from all my man KDZ, Saiyan Man, Titanfall's in there, Horseplay from Chaos Co. I haven't seen him in a minute, man. Welcome back, bro. We got my man Ken, we got Jabbar. I need to sign for this shit. Still haven't signed up for it yet. And a lot of other people, man. So make sure you guys come out for Soul Calibur. It's gonna be fucking hype as fuck. New game. New games is always good, man. It's
Yeah.
always good. And it's that one, I think the beta blew everybody away for the most part. And I think a lot of people are gonna be hyped for that game. So if you haven't already, man, just go ahead and sign up at toa.challenge.com and then click on the tournament. We got Blaze Blue. I think Blaze Blue is next week. Next weekend. Hold on. Let me click on that. Yeah. So we got Blaze Blue on the 20th. Yes. So Blaze Blue is on the 20th of October. And how many people we got here? Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So we got 18 people. Hold on. Oh, that's not 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 people are ready for that, man. And as you guys know, with Blaze Blue with us, it's always lit. Like this game has definitely helped us a lot with TOA as far as growing, bringing in different competitors from all over the place, man. And this game, a lot of people count this game out, bro. I swear to God, a lot of people count this game out, including myself. I am keeping I gotta keep it a buck, man. But it's definitely one of the best fighting games out right now. A lot of crazy stuff you could do, man. And if you play Team Scythe, I don't fuck with you, man. I just gotta keep it.
Right.
That team is ridiculous. And then last but not least, we got Dragon Ball Fighters, our last Dragon Ball Fighters tournament of the year. Man, I'm definitely gonna sign for this too. We got 420 guys, KDZ, my man Scambino from the House of Chaos is up in here 2 minutes. So that's pretty sick. And yeah, make sure you guys sign for that. I gotta do this shit too. I don't know why I haven't signed for none of these tournaments, but I'm definitely gonna sign up for all 3. Well, I'm probably not Blaze Blue. I think I'm busy that weekend. But anyway, other than that, man, it was definitely a great show. And yeah, we'll definitely get you guys next week. God willing, if the if it's lit, we will
Right.
definitely be here. But if not,
If
we'll
we're
let you
not,
know. But anyway, we are out. Have a good one.
peace out, y'all.
And yeah, we'll definitely get you guys next week. God willing, if the